What's up, Bombshells? Welcome to Bombshell 1111 Podcast, Therapy for Women of Color. My name is Kia, and I'm your host. Generally, podcasts request donations, but I want you to show love by simply subscribing to my social media platforms by visiting my website at www.bombshell1111podcast.com. I want to see thousands of subscribers on this platform. Leave your comments and I'll show love by shouting you out on my social media platforms such as Instagram and Facebook. I want to thank you for your continued support as always. And with that being said, let's jump into this new episode.
I'm Tracy S. Campbell, and we are dropping bombs right here on Bombshell 1111.
Welcome back, Bombshells. I'm Kia, and I'm your host. Tonight, you guys will be talking about mentorship with our special guest, Tracy. So without further ado, you guys, let's get into it, Bombshells. Welcome, Tracy. How are you?
I am doing great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on and being part of the podcast. I'm so excited to hear what you're going to be sharing tonight because I know that it's going to be some dope knowledge and tools that the listeners are going to be able to take away. So without further ado, let's just jump right on in.
All right.
So, Miss Tracy, let's start off with giving the audience a short description of who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I'm Tracy S. Campbell. I'm originally from Baltimore, D.C. area, but I've been in Chicago for a long time now. I started my career in information technology, and then I later branched into media work, AM, FM radio, podcasting, media platform, streaming, and so forth. And also along the way, we created a couple nonprofit organizations focused on disadvantaged youth and young women, trying to get them on the right track through mentorship and support.
Oh, wow. That's awesome because I too am also in the Chicago area.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, North Chicago area.
Awesome.
So I definitely want to hear more about this mentorship program tonight.
Absolutely.
So, Ms. Tracy, tell us about the Bebo Foundation. Give us a little history on it. Like, how was it founded?
Absolutely. So we started the Bebo journey. That part of the story picks up in 2012, believe it or not. So in 2012, I was having a conversation very similar to this one with a girlfriend, and we were doing a lot of work at that time with our first 501c3, the Champ Community Project. And during that work, and while we were traveling and speaking and doing all sorts of different things, we found that there was a common denominator. That common denominator was that women would come up at the end of a talk or what have you, and they would always share basically the same thing, the same stressors, the same issues. I'm struggling as a single parent, or I know I'm X age, but I need a mentor. I'm trying to start a business. I don't know how. How did you do what you're doing? And all those various, similar questions over and over and over. And so on this call one night with my girlfriend, I said, wouldn't it be great if we created something just for women, all about them, give them a little bit of glamour, a little bit of recognition, a little bit of, shine. I think was the word I used. I said, but just for them. And then I kind of got away from it. My girlfriend said, no, get back to that. You need to stay with that. And I was hard-headed. I didn't. She brought it back to my attention a couple months later. And then the rest is history. We had our very first Bebo Awards show here in Chicago in 2013. We honored 14 amazing women in the Chicagoland area, gave them a night of glamour. We had local media come out, the whole shebang. And then from there, we took it on the road, and we ended up with the Bebo Awards being in Las Vegas, LA, Atlanta, and then we brought it back to Chicago. We did that for 5 years in a row. And then we launched the Bebo Foundation formally to focus on women needing mentorship, but especially young women growing up in single parent environments, struggling. I was one of them. And if it was not for my mother and mentors along the way, who knows where I would be. Mm-hmm. So we developed that, and we've been doing that work ever since.
Wow, that is so dope. That's so dope, Miss Tracy. That is so dope. With the mentorship, speaking on that, tell us, how does the foundation educate and actually mentor female leaders?
Absolutely. So I've been blessed to have a network of colleagues, business associates, friends that have been doing some amazing things. We have CEOs of healthcare companies, software companies. We have women who have fashion lines. We have women in the network that are agency owners. I mean, all of these are friends of mine that we've met over the years. We're girlfriends, essentially. And when I introduced the idea of Shine as a mentorship program, they all jumped on it. They said, oh my gosh, we would love to be a part of it. Just tell us when, where, and what. And a lot of them are educators, or they've been mentors before, but now we're bringing that under the Bebo umbrella, and they are all for it. So we have been putting this together. Then the pandemic happened, unfortunately.
Right.
So that put a stall on things. It held things up. But now we're super excited because in 2023, we're going to get Shine Mentorship Program back online. We're going to start offering monetary scholarships to deserving young women that need a help. They need a foundation to launch from. And we don't care if, mom is working 5 jobs and they don't have the latest clothes or the latest iPhone or whatever. We don't care about any of that. We care about the fact that they're hardworking young women and they need help, just like we all did, to get to where we are. So that's what we're purposing to do.
So with the Shine program, the Shine Mentorship Program, how can one be a part of this program?
We are going to be partnering with schools and after-school programs, and we are going to be developing, and it's still in the works actually, we're going to be fine-tuning and developing the criteria, but at a minimum, we are looking for young women between the ages of 15 and 18, primarily for Shine. And we're looking for a certain grade point average. We're looking at their involvement with after-school activities or community work, being active in their community, trying to give back, being innovative. We're looking for young women that are already showing us that they can be future leaders. They can be future innovators. And again, they just need that extra push, that extra support, because a lot of them are coming from disadvantaged backgrounds.
Right. And so, Ms. Tracy, I know you stated that this program particularly is going to be within the school setting, but will this in the future, or is this going to be a program that's going to be available for people virtually?
That is something that has come up more than once, because we do a lot of things virtually as a result of the pandemic and other factors. And that's something that I am a big proponent of. I come from a technology background. I'm a big proponent of virtual offerings. Some of the folks were a little on the fence about that, because there is something very special and something that happens when you have that FaceTime, that one-on-one in-person time that we've all gotten away from. So we've been basically vetting both sides of the argument, but I believe that at the end of the day, we're going to be doing some things virtually just by nature of it being convenient. And we will still offer in-person, that warm touch in person as well.
Okay. So that's something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Okay. So Ms. Tracy, the Shine program, the mentorship program, but tell us a little bit about this new project that's upcoming. I don't want to mispronounce it, but I think it's called Be Aspire.
Be Spire, yes.
Be Spire.
There you go. BESPIRE, Be Spire TV. And it's a play on inspiration, inspire. And of course, B is very integral to our brand. Bebo, the B Zone radio show, which we do every week. We've been doing for 3 years, AM, FM radio. So bringing all of that together, Be Spire TV, where our motto is be informed, be entertained, and be inspired. And so the shows and the programming that you're going to see on this brand new free Roku channel, all you have to do on this Saturday is go over to Roku if you have it and just add it to your channel lineup. You're going to see movies, classic movies, retro TV shows. You're going to see music videos. You're going to see cartoons for the kids. You're going to see original programming, business and finance, lifestyle, wellness, a ton of content. We're launching with some of those channels already available and new channels being added to B-Spire TV every week or every other week going forward. So it's a huge initiative. We have a large team, development team, and we're super excited to launch this.
Oh, wow. And how did this initiative come about?
B-Spire TV as a streaming platform has been something that's been in the background for actually 3 years, to be honest. And it makes sense because we've done a lot of in-person events. We've been on the radio, we've been on podcasts, we've done all of those things over the last several years. It just made sense that people would ask, why don't you have a streaming platform or a network? You guys have enough content, you know enough people. Why don't you have that? And that was a good question that I didn't have a good answer for, quite frankly. Other than we're doing all this other stuff, we need to slow down. But at any rate, long story short, at the beginning of this year, we said, you know what, we're going to do it. And we got the right people involved. And here we are about 4 days away from launching this brand new streaming platform.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And so again, Ms. Tracy, for those individuals who didn't hear you at the beginning of the conversation about B-Spire, can you just tell them again how to locate the channel on their TV?
Absolutely. So if you have Roku, whether that's a Roku TV or a Roku stick, that's all you need. And then you go there and you add B-Spire TV starting this Saturday. It's not available yet. We're still working. We're still getting it ready. But this Saturday, October the 29th, you can go and add it to your lineup. And on B-Spire TV, you're going to see several channels. You're going to have on-demand content, and we have a whole lot of other stuff that's coming over the next month or two. And it looks very similar to Pluto TV. For those of you that are familiar with Pluto TV on Roku, it looks a lot like Pluto TV, where you have several channels of content, whether it's movies, retro TV shows, documentaries, music videos. All these things will be on B-Spire TV. Ultimately, we're launching with about 8 to 12 channels at launch this Saturday, and we're going to be adding new channels every week or every other week.
And so just for you guys who couldn't catch all that information, I will get that information from Ms. Tracy and have it down below in the description box so you guys can go back to look at it if you want to download that channel. I know I definitely will be, because I have Pluto actually on my phone.
Oh my gosh, I love Pluto. I love that. Pluto was my inspiration, to be honest with you. I said, man, I watch Pluto every day. I love Pluto. And that was my inspiration of how this channel was going to look and behave. It's a huge endeavor. That's not an easy thing to do, to have multiple channels and all that content, but we pulled it off. And we're going to offer at least 8 to 12 at launch, 8 to 12 channels, that is, at launch, a lot on demand, and then we're going to grow from there.
Yeah, like Pluto, that's what I watch while I'm getting my nails done at the nail salon, things like that. So, right. And then most importantly, like you said, it's free. You can download it for free.
It's free.
Yeah. So thank you for that. And again, congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So, Ms. Tracy, did we miss anything? Do you have any upcoming events, initiatives that you would like to discuss that we didn't discuss here tonight?
Well, of course, I just want to reiterate that the Bebo Foundation, Beauty and Beauty Out Foundation, we've been around for several years, and next year we are purposing to get it back online, as I like to say, after this pandemic, after all of these interferences, if you will, and all of these things that got in the way. We are bringing the Bebo Foundation back online with a scholarship program for deserving young women, where we want to bring the Bebo Awards back if we can. We want to bring it back. Some amazing women in cities across the U.S. We will see. And of course, B-Spire TV is the big thing right now. We're going to be putting a lot of energy and effort into that right now.
And Ms. Tracy, how can the listening audience get connected to you for your services or for more information, or just even to follow you to see what's coming up next on your agenda in reference to initiatives and things of that nature?
Absolutely. Well, on Instagram, you can follow us at World of Bebo, World of Bibo. You can also follow me personally. I am Tracy, Tracis Campbell. And of course, you can follow BSpire TV. That's all on Instagram. If you want to find out more about the Bibo Foundation specifically, you can go to the bibofoundation.org, thebibfoundation.org. You can go there. And again, BSpire TV is coming to you on Roku starting this weekend, or you can go to bspire.tv website to find out more.
And so is there anything you feel that I missed that you'd like to share with the listening audience, Ms. Tracy, before we close out tonight?
Other than I hope that for anyone that's listening and they want to do any of these things, whether it's to become a podcaster, to become a radio show host, to launch a network, whatever it is that you want to do, I hope that this conversation has inspired someone. And I will say this, you got to keep spirituality first and foremost. You got to have that firm spiritual foundation, because it's going to get you through so much. And then beyond that, you got to build a team. Make sure that you have other people on your journey that will also catch and see your vision as well.
Oh, thank you for that. That's so crazy, because I just said something similar to someone earlier today. Oh, wow.
There you go.
That's synergy. Confirmation.
There you go. Confirmation.
Confirmation. So, Ms. Tracy, so much for coming on the podcast and sharing your knowledge and your tools. You're so inspiring, especially being an African-American woman and me being a younger African-American. I promise, this is so inspiring, and I want to just thank you so much for coming on and sharing your knowledge and tools. And I hope that you are able to come back sometime in the near future as a guest again.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. And again, thank you everyone listening for taking the time to listen to this conversation. Thank you so much.
So you guys, that brings us to the end of this episode. Thanks to Tracy for joining us. We hope that you were able to hear something beneficial to you. And with that being said, thanks for listening. And always remember, you're a bomb within your own shell, you guys. Peace, love, and light. Until next time, good night. If you enjoyed this podcast, please make sure you subscribe so you're notified when a new episode is posted. Rate, review, and share this podcast with your family and friends. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you're leaving with some valuable information that can help you on your personal journey. Also, check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Bombshell1111 or at Bombshell1111 TV. You can also check out our mental health page, Your Health is Your Wealth, on Facebook, which is a page created to inform and support individuals with mental health and other health conditions. And with that being said, always remember, you guys, you are a bomb within your own shell. And until next time, peace, love, and light.